Before we begin, please hit the like button if you value historical documents that preserve everyday life, forgotten voices, and colonial realities beyond official narratives. Your support helps keep this work accessible. Now, let's open an old book that once sat on many desks, but rarely gets read today. What does a society look like when it records everything? The tides, the rulers, the calendars, the people, but still leaves so much unsaid? Sometimes history hides in what is listed, and in what is missing. The Suriname Almanac voor het jaar 1908 is not a storybook. It is a reference guide, an administrative tool, and a snapshot of colonial Suriname at the beginning of the 20th century. And precisely because of that, it reveals far more than it intends. Published in Paramaribo in 1907, the almanac presents itself as a practical handbook. It contains calendars, moon phases, tides, eclipses, public holidays, royal birthdays, and long lists of officials. On the surface, it is orderly, factual, and neutral. But beneath that structure lies a deeper portrait of power. The calendar itself reflects European rhythms imposed on tropical land. Christian holidays dominate the year, alongside Jewish feast days, while Muslim, Javanese, and Chinese holidays are listed as not yet known. This small phrase speaks volumes. Entire communities were present, laboring and living in Suriname, yet their spiritual calendars remained peripheral to official recognition. The almanac devotes extensive space to astronomical data, tides at the stone steps of Paramaribo, lunar cycles, spring tides, eclipses. This reflects Suriname's dependence on water, rivers, rainfall, shipping, and trade. Nature was not background, it governed life, movement, and economy. One of the most revealing sections is the overview of the indigenous peoples of Suriname. The text describes the original inhabitants, Arawaks, Caribs, Trio, Ojana, Warao, not as living nations, but as populations already fading. Their numbers are described as small, their disappearance framed as inevitable. The language used reflects colonial attitudes of the time. Indigenous people are observed, categorized by physical traits, customs, and perceived temperament. Yet, even within this biased lens, their resilience is unmistakable. The text admits they could not be enslaved in the same way as Africans. Many resisted, fled, or chose death over submission. The almanac also preserves fragments of indigenous cosmology. It speaks of a universe filled with spiritual forces, of a supreme good power working through spirits, of the soul as immortal, and of the sun serpent or light vibration as a cosmic principle. These lines hint at an ancient worldview that colonial administration never fully erased. A striking moment appears in the included lament, Klaglied van een stervenden Caribe. Here, the tone shifts. The poem mourns Guyana as a paradise lost, peaceful before the arrival of European ships, shattered by violence, greed, and enslavement. It is rare to see such grief preserved in an official colonial publication. Beyond culture, the almanac meticulously lists governors, ministers, commissioners, and royal lineage. Page after page records who ruled, who replaced whom, who governed temporarily, who represented the crown. Power is documented in names and dates, reinforcing legitimacy through repetition. Equally telling is what is absent. There are no names of enslaved Africans. No life stories of freed people after emancipation. No voices of women beyond royalty. No mention of maroon governance systems. The structure of the book reflects the hierarchy of whose lives were considered record-worthy. Yet, paradoxically, this makes the almanac invaluable. It exposes how colonial society organized itself, what it prioritized, and how it saw the people it ruled. The Suriname Almanac van 1908 is more than an old calendar. It is a mirror of colonial order, precise, controlled, and selective. It shows us how Suriname was administered, measured, and narrated from above. But between the lines, it also reveals resistance, survival, and silenced worlds. Indigenous knowledge survives in fragments, oppression is hinted at through omission. And history reminds us that what gets recorded is never the full truth. Sometimes, to understand the past, we don't just read what is written, we listen for what was never allowed to be said.
Kerantangi, till the next video.